ọ̀rẹ́ kó lè fún ẹ ní ìsinmi lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ gbogbo wèrè tó wà ní the high street of New York wọ́n ti gbé padà sí Èkó ń sìn gbogbo drug burúkú tí Naira Marley kó wà wọ̀nyí ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá bọ̀ yìí sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin lẹ bójúbọ̀ ẹ̀yin lẹ gba wèrè ní ẹ̀yin lẹ gbé wèrè lọ́kọ ìyàwó ló bá wo Naira Marley ó ya fọ́tò pẹ̀lú Sanwó-Olú ó ya fọ́tò pẹ̀lú Buba Marwa ó ya fọ́tò pẹ̀lú kò sẹ́ni tí ò ya fọ́tò pẹ̀lú when he was looking for his way. Dẹ́gbẹ̀dẹ̀ rántí pé ní London wọ́n wá is a criminal. He's a criminal. Ẹ̀mí èèyàn òjọ́ lójú àìmọye drug burúkú tí báyìí invite tó ń import sí Nàìjíríà táwọn youth wọ̀nyí ń lò tí ò jẹ́ kún gbélé mọ́.
He is known as the Nostradamus of our time. For those who have been on this channel for a while, you probably will know who this man is. Prophet Tibetan is a white garment prophet, a controversial one. When he drops it, he hits hard. Yes, regardless of who or where he's focusing on. You like him? Well, that's your business. You don't like him? That is also your business. He has something to say for those who probably are not aware of Naira Marley and his many pathway. Let me use it. I don't want to use the word criminality, as we are all not saints. But, there are people who are more vicious. There are people who care less. You heard what he said, but in case you did not hear, he's talking about the viciousness of Naira Marley, how Naira Marley is involved with certain people in substance importation and circulation. Well, I watched the video once. Naira Marley said, I only take weed. I don't take any other substance. And we saw Naira Marley alongside NDLA boss. And, we are like, all right, probably they are trying to speak to him and caution him since he is an influencer. He has the ability to influence the younger ones, and they probably want to caution him on the lyrics and many other things, that many of them are putting into their music right now. Is that they are talking about aggressiveness, drugs, and, we even heard, chemical, this and that. We heard all of that, almost science, and we heard it from Olamide. All of them are talking about substance abuse. Is this not connected to the RIP of Mohbad? There is a lot that you're about to hear from this prophet. Before we proceed, like and share this video. Very important. If you're new here, tap on the subscription button, turn on the notification bell. Very important. It is even free. And to encourage us to do more, tap on the thanks button. I'm going to do my best to interpret or translate what he is saying for those who do not understand the language.
Ọ̀rẹ́ kó lè fún ẹ ní ìsinmi lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ gbogbo wèrè tó wà ní the high street of New York wọ́n ti gbé padà sí Èkó ń sìn gbogbo drug burúkú tí Naira Marley kó wà wọ̀nyí ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá bọ̀ yìí sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin lẹ bójúbọ̀ ẹ̀yin lẹ gba wèrè ní ẹ̀yin lẹ gbé wèrè lọ́kọ ìyàwó ló bá wo Naira Marley ó ya fọ́tò pẹ̀lú Sanwó-Olú ó ya fọ́tò pẹ̀lú Buba Marwa ó ya fọ́tò pẹ̀lú kò sẹ́ni tí ò ya fọ́tò pẹ̀lú when he was looking for his way. Dẹ́gbẹ̀dẹ̀ rántí pé ní London wọ́n wá is a criminal. He's a criminal. Ẹ̀mí èèyàn òjọ́ lójú àìmọye drug burúkú tí báyìí invite tó ń import sí Nàìjíríà táwọn youth wọ̀nyí ń lò tí ò jẹ́ kún gbélé mọ́. Dẹ́gbẹ́ bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ nípa Naira Marley ṣèbí ẹ̀rántí Délé Abíọ́dún ẹ̀rántí Shina Peters ẹ̀rántí Emperor Peter ẹ̀rántí Abíọ́rò nǹkan tí Naira Marley ṣe yìí òun làwọn Abíọ́rò ṣe ní táìmù yẹn náà ó ní wọ́n ṣe tó ń forí Sànní Adé gbádìí Délé Abíọ́dún forí Délé Abíọ́dún ń fẹ́ forí wọn gbọ́ àbọ̀ dẹ́gbẹ́dẹ̀ tó wà rántí kan tí Sànní Adé láìbẹ̀ àti everything ló tún ṣe Abíọ́rò yìí náà ni record industry ẹ ti gbàgbé ni the same thing ni mo dẹ̀ ti ṣàlàyé fún yín tẹ́lẹ̀ we only service problem we cannot solve problem àmà service yẹn ni tó bá ní steel bat lábẹ́lẹ́ abúlé ìrókò tí wọ́n náà ṣe prevention ẹ̀ kó má bàa wáyé mọ́ ṣe máa tún ní steel bat lákòójọ èèyàn kan ní TB ìwòrò abẹ́rẹ́ vaccine tó ń gbà fún wa wọ́n ní àwọn gbogbo àwọn tó gbà after 2 years wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kú ní 2020 2021 2022 2023 Olúwa gbogbo Olúwa ṣe kí ni Olúwa gbogbo ó ní rírò ní tènìyàn ṣùgbọ́n ṣíṣe ní tolúwa ó máa bí so callous ìyẹn Olúwa fi kọ Psalm 109 ìyẹn Olúwa fi kọ Psalm 11 ìyẹn Olúwa fi kọ Psalm 35 ìyẹn Olúwa fi kọ Psalm Isaiah 43 ìyẹn Olúwa fi kọ Lamentation 3 ìyẹn Olúwa fi kọ Zechariah chapter 3 these things are there ìrìn àjò gbogbo èèyàn kò sí èèyàn mọ́ àwọn bàbá àtìyá ọmọ ilé fọmọ yìí tara fa ẹ̀dẹ́ tó bá gbọ́ ọmọ rẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe wedding lọ́la tẹ́lẹ̀ sí tí òkú tó fẹ́ ṣe wedding tó gò yẹn délẹ̀ tán ṣe bá ọmọ méjèèjì máa ṣe wọ́n máa wọ artificial guinea tó máa jọ kọ́sẹ́ pé ara wọn Mohbad Mr and Mrs Mohbad then who is fooling who? Why are we fooling ourselves? Then gbogbo àwọn tó wà ń sìn tó ṣe ń pa ológo ṣì wà láyé o. Then Nàìjíríà ni èèyàn ti fún yàn lóyún láì níṣẹ́ o. Ẹni tó fún lóyún ò níṣẹ́. Ẹni tó fún yàn lóyún ò níṣẹ́. Then nígbà tá àti ready kí ló dé ta fi ready? Once we are not ready, kí là ń ready fún? Gbogbo ẹjọ́ bó wọ̀rọ̀ ready náà ni. Àti ready and ready. Then when you look at the book of Genesis 5, Genesis and 7, only when God was 470 years old, he begat a wife. Iṣẹ́ ti wà, ilé ti wà, oko ti wà, he now begat a wife. 450 years go to get married. 750 years go to marry. 350 years go to marry. Ẹ̀wọ́ bá yẹ wá ṣe gé wá sílẹ̀ ń sìn. Ẹni tó pa Tupac, wọ́n ṣe mú sí ni o. Àwọn tó lọ sẹ́wọ̀n tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn.
27 years after.
Yes, wọ́n ṣorí gbé ni o. Then lẹ́yìn tó lọ tó nọ́mbà sí ta sí ti ẹ̀ tó ta everything. Tiwa ló délẹ̀ yìí o. This is our own time. Ṣe ló ń yí kiri, ó yí kan wá o. Oyi kan wá o àná nìyẹn o. Then gbogbo àwọn tó tún ní talent wọ̀nyí school wò la kọ́ fún wọn báwo la ṣe mú wọn ní street tá a máa sọ wọn lè yàn ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yàn ní Daddy Shoki no, it was from the slum. Then Fashek again ìyá ẹ̀ ló dì pẹ̀lú ẹtí tó fi bá yẹ ẹ̀jẹ̀ náà ìyá máa jẹ Fashek àjẹni náà ìṣèlú style náà tó ní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yàn ní Shina Peters ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yàn ní Shina Peters lọ school ìkan tó fokó dálẹ̀ dáyé ìlójú star náà la máa tó pè yẹn náà then Abiola náà ló kọ́lé fún then ẹ̀bá tó wò lọ títí a máa tó pè Ọbásanjọ́ ní star Ọbásanjọ́ kì í ṣe star ẹni bí ní kò fẹ́ kí star gbé rí àwọn destiny destroyers làwọn leaders wà náà ṣe bá ọmọ yẹn náà complain fún ọlọ́pàá orí wọn ṣe but nígbà tí wọ́n ní Psalm 11 wọ́n ní tí ìpìlẹ̀ bá ti bàjẹ́ verse 3 wọ́n ní kí ló lè ṣe so I'm not saying that gbogbo bó ṣe rìnrìn but no ilé ló ta tílé ò bá ta dànù bàbá àtìyá ẹ.
abẹ́ náà sọ abẹ́ ni olójú kúnlé kó tó kú níta. abẹ́ sọ fún
èmi ò mọ̀ that is it wọ́n ti mú ọ̀dà ọmọ yẹn náà nǹkan tó bá dẹ̀ wọ́n tó ṣe sá ó ti tún ṣí nǹkan tó ṣe fún ìyá ẹ aláṣẹ́wó yìí ó tún ju nǹkan tó ṣe fún bàbá lọ. yes nǹkan tó ṣe bàbá ẹ ló dẹ̀ sanwó school ìyá lóun ti gba ṣọ́ọ̀bù mẹ́ta ó fẹ́ ta freezing ó fẹ́ ta ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ ni wọ́n yẹn ṣá olóòórùn olójú dúdú tó láwọn tó pọ̀ ọmọ wọn ṣé bí wọ́n ló pọ̀ ọmọ wọn. wọ́n ṣe kí n lóluwà sọ pé àpàyàn ni ẹ́ lẹ́nu àpàyàn tó jẹ́ yìí sì kó ti ṣẹ́yún méjì lẹ́nu kan ti jábọ̀ as miscarriage lẹ́nu ọkùnrin mẹ́ta ló yẹ kó bí obìnrin mẹ́ta but this obìnrin mẹ́ta ló kú lẹ̀ ọmọ mélòó ló bí sà mà ó ní mẹ́ta mélòó ni wọ́n mẹ́ta ọkùnrin àbóbìnrin onóbìnrin ni àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta mọ́ ṣe olùgbé ìwọ fún ara ẹ ló gba iye ara ẹ jẹ́ ń sìn gbogbo ọkùnrin mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tó yẹ kó bí ó ti ṣẹ́ ó ti bá tó apànìyàn ló yẹ ká pè é lẹ́yìn lẹ́yìn tó mọ́ ní Mohbad good bàbá àtìyá ẹ̀ ní Olúwọlé Awólọ́wọ̀ is a star Ọba Awólọ́wọ̀ is a star then Abiola is a genius Wọlé Ṣóyínká is a genius àwọn olú ọmọ ni wọ̀nyí náà then olú ọmọ ní tí Wọlé Ṣóyínká jẹ́ orí máàkì tó ń fún ní University of Lagos máàkì náà láti pásáyé náà ni wọ́n tó tẹkọ̀ létí ó dì lóyìnbó lẹ́ni is not noble lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ ó dì ìlú ńlá ibi tó bá ti sọ alẹ́kṣọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà alẹ́kṣọ̀ ní Amẹ́ríkà olú ọmọ náà ni bọ́ọ̀ì tó wà ní reserve kìíní ní Amẹ́ríkà tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní kábínẹ̀tì Joe Biden ń sìn ní ọmọ Nàìjíríà ni then ọmọ Nàìjíríà kan ní Colorado ń sìn òun ló ṣe di mayor then ọmọ Nàìjíríà kan again òun ni minister for health ní Florida then gbogbo wọ̀nyí náà star ní starship pọ̀ lọ títí ayé torí ẹni tó bá ti pa olú ọmọ kò kí ń kájú bí ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣeré nìyẹn wọ́n ní wọn tí wọ́n rẹ́dì kí náà bí fún wọn ní tàbá torí epo jésù àtòrí iṣu jẹpo wọn ò ṣe dáríjì torí àwọn ọmọ wọn ṣé gbogbo ọjọ́ ni ìyàwó mi máa ṣẹ̀mí náà máa wò tọ́ ọmọ ìyàwó mi máa ṣẹ̀mí náà máa wò tẹ́ bí ẹ̀ mọ́ ìyàwó mi máa ṣẹ̀mí náà máa wọ ọjọ́ tó ṣe rere fún mi ìyẹn náà pè ní kìrìsìtẹ́nì that's what they call love there is no how tàbá falọ̀ fàbọ̀ wọ́n mú ìyá ẹ̀kọ́ dẹ̀ mú bàbá ẹ̀ wọ́n tẹ̀ wọ́n nínú wọ́n ti ṣọmọ yẹn léṣe ti pẹ́ wọ́n ti ṣọmọ yẹn léṣe nǹkan tó ń gba káàkiri bíi tèmi fẹ́nìks Babangida àwọn tó pa méjì bò tí Mohbad la ṣe ń sọ àwọn tó pẹ̀lú play tó já yẹn kan títí dàárọ̀ ìwọ̀n lórí ẹ̀ tó sọ àwọn ọlọ́mọdé aláìní bàbá aláìní.
Welcome back. Welcome back. This is deep. Yes, this is deep. According to Prophet Tibetan, he is referring to the RIP of Mohbad and also the influence of certain people in our society. And one of them, at this moment, at this time, influence on the younger generation, a young musician called Naira Marley. He's accusing Naira Marley of being involved in circulation of certain hard drugs, substance abuse, and promoting it in his lyrics. Not just him alone, other people are also involved. And he went back as far back as Shino Peters, as far back as veterans in the music industry in Nigeria. He said these things are not new. They are not new. Is it that their parents are behind them to destroy because they are not listening to their parents, or government is involved with these people? He said these things are not new. We are the ones seeing these things as new. He said it has always been in that space for a long time. The RIP of Mohbad caused a little bit of, tension here and there, and people started asking for justice, but not looking into the cause and what these little dots, little droplets of water, how all of them combine together to become what it is. They just think that it is just Naira Marley. What prompted Naira Marley? How did Naira Marley end up to be this? Who is Sam Larry? Mohbad's parents. All of these are what he touched on. He said Naira Marley is being looked for. That he has criminal case in the United Kingdom where he lives. And all of these are tied to probably the same thing that people are thinking. There is a guy called DJ Splash. When you look at him, you will see signs and traits of someone who is a chronic abuser of substance. According to him, he's alleging that his food, drink was laced with some substance, and he started having this withdrawal, symptoms. When you don't have it again, you become a shadow of yourself. Mohbad, in his own case, he probably had opportunity, or probably that is the reason why he was still with or around Naira Marley, because he needed to maintain himself. Now let us go back to what I was saying about Naira Marley. You see, there are ways to hook, that's the word, to hook someone to you. It happens in the United States, on the streets. You see certain pimp. They will not just put a woman out there who is desperate to make money. They will make sure that you are hooked on something that they can control. And what is it? Drugs, substance abuse. Is it that Naira Marley, of course, he knows that young people want to try things and all of that. And being that he is in a society where this is much more, you cannot compare the use in the West. In Europe, America, Australia, Canada, countries where you find Caucasian, you cannot compare it to that of Africa. The use over there is extreme. So he must have learned one or two things about the trade and the psychological impact and how to change someone down. It's very easy. You don't even need to tempt them. All you need to say is, wow, market it in a way like, you want to take, it's your own, if you want to take it, and that's it. And once they take it, they become hooked to that particular word because there is something in it that hooks you. And since you cannot get these things readily on the street and you might not have the money to buy it, you always run back to that your label, run back to that community, that group that you will find these things ready. And there you get hooked. And once you get hooked, whatever it needs to get out of you, it gets it here and there, and that's it. That's it. You keep maintaining yourself over there. You don't make too much money because you will say, what about the colos or whatever they call it that you took? Who is going to pay for it? Because people asked. And even the mother of Mohbad asked, why don't you leave these people if you are afraid of him? I don't know if you listened to that interview. People are just too sentimental. Let us listen with our inner ears. Mother asked son, why don't you leave these people if you are afraid that I, as your mother, should not eat in that house when I came visiting, I should not drink in that house when I came visiting. If you are so afraid of me, your mother, how come you are still with them? Now, is it not becoming clear that he was hooked to something that he got interested in? The same thing with DJ Splash, hooked to something that he wasn't interested in. Although he denied, he said, no, I didn't like, I don't want, they now listen, which is also possible that someone can hook you to a substance without you being aware of it. And once it gets inside of you, who can you tell? Who will believe you that you did not do it willingly? I also heard an audio recording. I don't know if it's a made-up one, but it seems and sounds real. Someone in the UK, a lady, the mother was crying out saying that Naira Marley has hooked my... Of course, this is what people say, even when their children are bad. It is normal that parents will say, oh, my lovely child, your lovely child went to that place. She didn't go to the church or mosque. She didn't go to places where, of course, she has sense in her head, or he has sense in her head, as long as she's not, or he is not underage. They got, apart from those that they lace their food or drink, I'm talking about those who say, let me try, and they tried it. Are you now going to blame the person that gave it to them, or the person that in our own mind or his own mind willingly decided to try something that could end up, after all, majority know what this substance do to the body. So if you want to try due to pressure, due to foolishness, due to I want to belong and all of that, due to I want to experiment or try, whatever happens along the line, you are to be blamed as an adult unless you are underage. So as we are blaming, and as he's talking about outside influence, his parents, that needs to be dealt with also, and Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and the rest of the crew, as he's talking about it, we also have to blame Mohbad, even though he's not with us. You are an adult. You are an adult. You are an adult, regardless of it. He made mention of Daddy Shoki and the rest of them. He said, are they not also from the ghetto? The same way you are also from the trenches. It is a choice what you want and how you want to go about it, regardless of the circumstances. Whatever we do, we live with the consequences of it. What are your thoughts as regards this one? Like and share, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next update.